Admit it, you fear your gear, don't you? Guess what? That ball is in your court. You can overcome this. I'm telling you right now. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why Franklin Delano Roosevelt was right. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. Well, I don't know, maybe you can be fearful of Mr. Bugle Boy, Goalie Mask, Sweatbag, TryHard, but not your gear. Welcome to Norway. You are in the drop zone, and I am JealousFist. Yes, I am. And today, we're talking tactics, which allow you to outthink, outplay, and outperform your opposition. Don't bring in anything you're too scared to lose. If you're too scared of losing your gear, you will play much worse. How do you solve that? Simple. Don't bring it if you're worried about losing it, whether that's a gun, a toy, anything. The best gun in the game means nothing if you can't use it right. Think about it. If your hands are shaky because you're too scared to lose that pretty little lady in your hand, the L85, you're not going to be able to shoot it right. Steady hands make steady kills. And conversely to that, the worst gun in the game is deadly in the hands of a confident shooter. Just ask the 2-game rain jacket that headshot me with a PM pistol yesterday when he wasn't even looking at me. You will second guess yourself if you're thinking about losing your stuff. Think about it. If you see a guy 10 meters ahead of you and you have 3 seconds to shoot, and you've spent 1 second debating on taking the shot to begin with, you now have 2 seconds. Think about it. If you see a guy 10 meters ahead of you and you have 3 seconds to shoot, and you've spent 1 second debating on taking the shot to begin with, you now have 2 seconds, which really means you have less than 1 second, which means you have 1 chance. No hesitation would have given you the opportunity to take 2 or 3 shots, maybe even more if you've got a crazy finger. Bring a gun that's just good enough so you're not wasting thinking space in Norway. Gear fear slows down both strategic and tactical decision-making processes. Small and in-the-moment choices are tactical decisions. Large and overall game choices are strategic decisions. Deciding on whether or not to reposition while fighting around a house is tactical. Deciding where to move the airdrop or when to crack the safe is strategic. Think about it like this. Tactics are gunfight winning. Strategy is game winning. You need to be as in the moment as possible in Norway. Some people call this a flow state. I personally call it having vision. Vision is when you're seeing and hearing everything around you in real time and know what to do and how to do it instantly as problems and situations present themselves. You can't have your vision on if you're thinking about potential loss of materials and gear if you die. Gear fear makes you willing to settle for less results in game. You've got a brand new golden SG-1 in your hands. You found 1 iodine, which you haven't seen in a while, and you found all this in 1 minute of the game. It's too risky to go for more, right? So you leave. Little did you know that every person died in the first 30 seconds, and you left everything that was free for the taking behind because you were scared. You lose 100% of the loot you don't go for. When you're in a pre-game lobby, accept your coming death and the loss of your stuff. You gotta remember, you're not entitled to anything once you step foot in Norway. You're only entitled to the stuff you make it out with. Get that thought locked into your mind. Then when you die, you'll be less surprised and not so frustrated. And if you live, that victory will be much, much sweeter, I'm telling you. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. This next point rhymes with the previous point, but it is slightly different. Gear fear makes you less likely to take big chances. If you're too scared of losing all those beautiful toys and lucrative loot, you won't be willing to go as far and as hard as an unencumbered mind. If your mind is heavy, your fingers heavy, your feet are heavy, and you're slow, and then you're dead. You'll find yourself making up reasons, giving yourself excuses about why you shouldn't go that extra mile. That is a DieEasy mentality. That's not how TryHards do, not here in Norway. So, take a chance. Act like it doesn't matter what you gain or lose, because guess what? As seriously as we all take the game, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I personally struggle with this greatly. I struggle less with losing stuff. I moved past that long ago, but I do struggle greatly with losing when I feel I shouldn't have. And that is very similar to gear fear. When you take big chances, you get big losses. But you'd be very surprised how often throwing caution to the wind and taking bold but calculated risks actually works. Gear fear can slow down your navigation of the maps in-game. If you're stopping every 20 seconds to look at your map and decide if you should go through or around various points of interest, because you're scared of losing your stuff, you're not running, you're standing still. Movement is life in Norway. You must make decisions based upon rational fears and not irrational ones like losing your stuff. Be afraid of the other Norwegians, not losing your things. Focus on your goals and mission. Pursue those goals and disregard your inner hoarder's fear of less things in your life. Being afraid of losing your gear, hilariously, ends up to more loss of materiel, which then makes you more afraid, which then makes you lose yet more things. The faster you get over losing your things, the faster you'll have more things to lose. And because you're more confident, you won't lose those things, which will get you more things. The more you care about your stuff, the less stuff you have. It sounds weird, but it's true. There's a lot of stuff to be scared of in Norway, right? You're scared of the radiation. You're scared of Mr. Thorne's face painted, bugle blaring, teabagging, drop-shotting, sweat lord monster. You're scared of getting crushed by the airdrop or something silly, right? But you know what's actually silly? It's silly to be afraid of losing your little digital guns. They're nothing. The only thing that matters at the end of the day in this game is winning. Getting out alive, whether it's with the airdrop, the barred house, the locked container, whatever. Maybe it was your personal mission to find 10 bandages and get out, and that was all you wanted to do that day. As long as you got out with those 10 bandages, you won, man. You are a winning Norwegian. Being scared to lose your stuff means you're scared to play. Being scared to play means you're scared to win. If you're scared to win, you can't win. You will just lose. That's all there is to it. You are in control of your fear, not your gear. The only person that can make you scared of losing your stuff is yourself. Take control of your gear fear, and you will play better. If you're interested in learning more about your mentals and tactical shooters like this game, there are shooting skills, tactical skills, and there are mental skills. Mentals, I feel like, are severely overlooked in this game. You need to work on your mentals. If you're interested in another way to take more control of your mind, your mentals, maybe thinking about dressing to impress. I made a video about that too. Click that little link in the top right. It's the best in the game business. Yes, it is. Please like, subscribe, comment, all of that. Share. Tell me I'm ugly. Tell me I'm pretty. You look bad. Say jealous. I hate your new look. Task Force Tomato. I'm not feeling it. And one last thing. I've got a new move I'm doing on people because I wish we could take trophies from people or leave calling cards or something more in the game when you kill a guy. So I have developed something that I need help naming. When I kill a guy, if I'm able to and I can get away with it, I put a fake glint right in his face, preferably sticking out through his mouth. But if you can't get it there, you want it in between the eyes, right in the forehead. I can't think of a good name for this tactic, this calling card, whatever. I've been thinking of it in terms of leaving a candle for Our Lady Pirate to come and find my defeated enemy's soul and judge him. Is he worthy to go back with her to that great mountain hall that you can see from your shelter when you stand by your antenna? If you look out past up there in those mountains and those cloudy peaks, that's where the Vigor gods live. That's where Queen Forsythia sits upon her irradiated throne with Our Lady Pirate sitting next to her judging us. And Our Lady Pirate, she's got a lot going on. It's hard for her to manage the community and to go to the battlefields of Norway and retrieve these souls and judge them. So I've been leaving a candle sticking through my enemies' faces to guide her to them. If somebody can think of a good name for this, either candling, staking, corpse lighting, whatever, I will give you a code for something fun on your respective console. And as always, I am your #1 airdrops retrieved, 11,000 and counting, all time, all systems, and your favorite official Vigor partner's favorite official Vigor partner, JealousFist. Bye.